cautious trader. I had previously promised you that I'll bring you some good quality content with regards to WealthSimple, how to begin investing in it, what it's all about, and if it's the right choice for you or not. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. So what is WealthSimple? Essentially, it's a company in Canada that allows you to do investing. They also have other products such as trading stocks individually, ETFs, etc., and also cryptocurrencies as of recently. They also let you do your taxes on their platform. So overall, it's a very well-rounded company. And let's begin with their investing. So basically what it is essentially they allow you to set up your risk tolerance from very low risk conservative, which deals with a lot of government bonds and corporate bonds, to something that's more risky and more geared towards growth, long-term growth, which involves like lots of equities, both global, international, and like here at home in Canada. They also hold like a small position of government bonds, and just as to level out those sharp spikes in the stock market, right? And it's utilizes exchange traded funds to basically lower the investment fees that are usually associated with mutual funds of different sorts, right? And it has auto deposit, so constantly you can deposit into it. There's dividend reinvesting, so when you're paid dividends, that goes back into your account and it compounds over time. Automatic rebalancing, which allows the portfolio to not be too concentrated in one single sector or in one single company, for instance. And there is also easy access of your money through the WealthSimple app, which is actually a great app, and also online on the web. They also have other stuff that they offer. There's like a roundup feature where for beginners, usually like people that when they spend money, it rounds up their purchases and puts it back into their investment portfolio. Personally, I like to be very direct and very goal oriented with my investing. I don't like it to just happen out of nowhere. So that's why I choose not to use this feature, but it's great if you're just starting out and you want to see what it is all about. They also have socially responsible investing, which focuses on more green energy and sustainable companies, and less on like things like tobacco companies, or for instance oil companies, things of that sort, right? There's halal investing, which focuses only on growth investing and not on interest. I think it's one of the ones that, like, one of the more major companies that offers this option, if that's something you're looking for. And of course, if you have extra money just lying in your checking account, it also uses it to invest. That's their overflow feature. We can have a closer look at this if you guys would like. Let's actually jump into it. It says never miss a chance to grow your money. Decide how much money you want to keep in your bank account from day to day, and then anything above that, WealthSimple will take it out and invest it, right? Okay, other stuff that they have a cash account they offer, and their cash account works basically like a debit account that's doesn't have any fees, and that's kind of nice. But of course, with something like a bank that actually has physical locations, it's there's a certain amount of convenience associated with that. They do have some interesting things, such as like a debit card. They have a metal card, and also the debit card pays a cashback, which is not usually the case with other cards, but that's something I think they will be introducing later on, right? Other products they have is their cryptocurrency trading and their tax system. Today, mostly I wanted to focus on the trading, and this is what they're best known for: commission-free stock trade. And on the surface, it's fairly easy to set it up. If you're just starting, I recommend just doing a TFSA account. But really, if you're just getting into it, you shouldn't be getting into trading right off the bat, because trading is highly, highly risky. It's akin to gambling. Again, like if you're not getting proper financial advice, then you shouldn't really be going into it. And if you don't know what you're doing, then definitely stay away from it. I've lost money trading when I started. A lot of other people have, some more than others, and they essentially put away investing altogether for good after losing a lot of money. So before starting, make sure you really know what you're getting yourself into. Essentially, how it is with WealthSimple is they have a very simple platform, and for people just starting, or people that use other charting platforms, this is okay. But people that really need more control over their investing and their trading, this is not really the place to do it. And especially, it's not the place to do it if you're trying to do daily uh, trading or day trading. And I tell you why. Because while on the front, it's nice that it's commission free, there is a lot of hidden things with WealthSimple, and I'm going to explain those. One of those is the fact that their commission free trading is just for Canadian stocks. So anything in Canadian dollars, so Canadian stock, Canadian ETFs, that's the only thing that is actually commission free. Whenever you do decide to do a purchase of a foreign stock, be it in US or elsewhere, they will do it for you, no problem, and there is no commission upfront. But there is a 1.5% fee that you have to pay for changing your Canadian dollars into the US dollars, right? So right off the bat, they charge you 1.5%. And on the other side, when you go back to sell it, again, you charge 1.5%. So in this one transaction, you've basically out of pocketed 3%. Now, the other thing that they don't indicate is that between the Canadian dollar to US dollar and the US dollar to Canadian dollar, for instance, if you're buying and selling US stocks, there is a spread. What do I mean by that? I mean, let's say you're doing Canadian to US dollar and they charge you $1.28 for the rate. When you go from US to Canadian, then they might drop that to 1.25. So again, you've lost 3 cents there. So there is the spread that you have to look at, and there's also the commissions that you have to look at, the exchange fees. And that usually eats into a lot of the profit of the people that use WealthSimple to trade. So that's the biggest downside. I personally use WealthSimple just for my Canadian position, Canadian companies. It's great if you're using it only for that. But other than that, you should not be using it, and people don't know about this, and then they use it, and then they wonder why their gains aren't as much as they should be. Really, if you're trying to do very like upscale trading or serious trading, you shouldn't be using WealthSimple to begin with, right? And it's in the name, WealthSimple. And of course, it says trading made simple, but really, it's too simple for the most part, and that's what really annoys me with WealthSimple sometimes. But for the most part, it's alright. Now, another thing I have to mention is like they offer different accounts, right? So usually Canadians get the TFSA account. The TFSA account is great because it allows you to invest, and the growth on your investments are going to be tax-free. So there's no capital gains tax on it. If you need more information, there's lots of videos on YouTube that go into a lot of great details. I will try to link some below. But what I need to tell you guys is that WealthSimple also has some limitations. So there's no after-hour trading. So after 1 p.m. Pacific time, there's no more trading. There's no minute-by-minute tracking of the price, so all the prices are delayed by 15 minutes, and of course that's going to be a problem. There's no charting platform, none of that. However, what is there is that they both have a mobile app, and now actually on the web they also offer it, and that's super nice because they didn't used to offer that, and it's just more flexibility. With that said, I wanted to show you what it actually looks like. And if you just log into it, you see that on the web platform, it gives you an option for investing in cash accounts, but I don't use their investing stuff. I mainly use their trading, not even their crypto. I don't use that either. If that's something you're interested in, leave a comment. I will bring a video to you about that as well in the future. But if you look at here, for instance, this is my portfolio. It gives you, everything is super simple. So no charting platform, none of the things that I usually bring to you guys in my trading view videos. It's very simple. It gives you the number of positions you have, the account you hold, your watch list on the right hand side, and also if you go into the account, if you click on your account, all your holdings as well. Now if you want to buy or sell anything, it's fairly simple. First you have to add funds, and the way you do that is through linking an account, a pre-existing account like a checking account with your WealthSimple account, and it uses electronic funds transfer to move the money from the checking account into your WealthSimple account. And you just say how much money. Of course, you need to make sure that the funds are available in your checking account, so it moves it. If you want to withdraw funds, again, same process. It goes from your WealthSimple account to your checking account, right? Okay. You can also transfer an account, and you have to do that on your mobile app because they haven't brought that in here yet. If you already have a TFSA account in, let's say, another institution, you can just transfer those here and they will transfer it in kind, so you don't have to sell your positions and then buy them again and subject them to commission fees on that side. You can also add a bank account, and this is how it works. So essentially you choose your account here and you go through the process of that, and you log into your account there, and it allows you to basically link them together. And once they're linked, I think WealthSimple does a small transaction like worth a few cents on your account. It wouldn't cost you anything, but that's just to ensure that the account is the account that's being linked and it's yours. Once it's verified, easily you can move money back and forth. It does take a while for the funds to be available. I think 1 to 2 business days. Sometimes it's on hold, but otherwise it's fairly simple. Apart from that, I think that's been it. Not much else to cover with WealthSimple here. I will leave a referral code in the description for you guys to use if you're interested to sign up for it. I recommend to have the account, and if you want to trade stuff on it, by all means do. Please do your research. Don't buy the companies that you don't know. Don't buy things that are unknown, or just because they're cheap you buy like a ton of shares in them. Make sure you do some research. Make sure you have some background knowledge in trading before you make an account. It's highly risky. It's like going to the casino but not knowing how to use a casino or how the casino works. So please be careful. Trading in general for retail investors, in my opinion, is the greatest transfer of wealth from the pocket of the average person to the institutional investor. So just know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, get professional help. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Anything that I can help you with, let me know. Either send me a message or just leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I will also be back with market updates regarding Bitcoin. It's been doing some really interesting movements, but we shall leave it for its own video.